Hi, this is Kevin Fitzpatrick from the Cnesta perspective, and I hope you all are doing well. It has been a little while since we did our last podcast, and part of that reason is we have been focusing on writing a book, dealing with client deliverables, and quite frankly, life happens. In the middle of all of this, we've been blessed with a new granddaughter, which really changes the whole game when you think about it, and that's number 6 for us. So that's fantastic. I was thinking this morning, however, about putting a podcast together, and we had a lot of topics I wanted to discuss. I wanted to talk about talent. I wanted to talk about the search process and why integrity is so important. Wanted to talk about the various ways to look at coaching, whether it's team optimization or individual leadership coaching or transition coaching, all things we do. And I decided that, you know what? None of that really matters because it's not what we do necessarily that you want to hear about. I really think it's what you can do. And in thinking about that, two very powerful words that are very simple came to mind. And that's what if. No matter what's going on in our lives, be it personally or professionally, whether we're wondering with this crazy economy, what's going to happen to the prices as I try and take care of my family, or how is it going to impact my top line and bottom line with the changes in how they're affecting our customers. And then you sit back and you think about, how can I address this? What is it that I can do? And that's where I come back to, what if? If we wake up every day and we think about the day and we just say, what if? What if I can make a difference for my customer today? What if I can make a difference for my family by deciding to go a particular direction or deciding to go with or not go with a potential new piece of business? What if I can make a difference just for the person next to me by being there, by being genuine, by listening, by being that advocate for them, because we all need that advocate from day to day. So if we were to all the time wake up every single day, instead of going to our office and looking at our emails and perhaps setting our agenda and sitting back and thinking and saying, what if? What if the possibilities change? What if they are different? What if they can be endless and we can make that much better impact for those around us, for ourselves, and for our business? And once we ask that question, what if? Then we simply need to figure out, how are we going to get it done? How are we going to put it in a program? How are we going to practice? How are we going to deliver results? How are we going to make a difference for whatever the topic is that we want to present in that day? How are we going to do it in such a manner that it delivers not only business ROI, if that is the direction we choose, but also personal ROI, or return on investment? And that investment is by stepping up to the plate and saying, what if? Can we make a difference? Thinking about it, if you think about a quote from Achilles, and this is, I'm trying to stretching this a little bit, but if you bear with me, it does apply. And it is, we don't see the level of our expectations. We fall to our level of training. Now think about that for a minute. If we're going to focus on what if, and we're going to deliver how we're going to make a difference in that day, if we can be the very best prepared by starting our day with that completely open mind, without a set agenda, without the anxiety that perhaps we failed to address the day before, and we sit back and we say, what if, and we decide how we're going to conquer the day, how we're going to follow the example of Achilles, except for that final time, of course. And how are we going to become the best prepared? Because if we become the very best prepared every single day by starting the day with that open mind, regardless of what's on our agenda, regardless of how busy our diary may already be filled, but simply say, what if? Making the time, then we can be the best prepared, which, think about it, that then allows you to become the most intriguing person in the room because you're open-minded, you're focused, you're thinking outside the box, you're potentially breaking all paradigms that were anchoring you or keeping you closed-minded as you started the day. And they allow you to tap in and become the very best you can be. That allows you to then take a look at who you are and deliver beyond expectations that you thought you had set for the day by simply saying, what if, and embracing the possibilities where you can make a difference for yourself and you can make a difference for everyone around you. It gets down to having that vision, looking at your personal values, driving results, lifting up your talent, ending the day better than you started it. And in a business or even a personal setting, making a significant impact on the culture that's around you, the culture in which you are an intricate part, and the culture that you can impact to make everything better for those around you, whether it's personally or whether it is professionally. Think about it. Every day, what if? The possibilities are endless, and the probabilities, frankly, can be spot on. Thank you.